Hello, Live Love readers. Today we're going to be reading Magic Treehouse Fact Tracker, Dolphins and Sharks, Chapter 4. Sharks. Although dolphins and sharks share the same ocean home, they are very different. Sharks have been around much longer than dolphins. They came from the first fish, which lived over 500 million years ago. These fish have no jaws or teeth. Over the years, their bodies changed to look like the sharks we know today. There are more than 350 different species of sharks. Sharks are cold-blooded. That means their body temperature changes with the outside temperature. Most live in warmer oceans, but some live in rivers, lakes, and even Arctic seas. Some sharks lay eggs, others give birth to live young. Some, like the pygmy shark, are small enough to fit in your hand. Others, like baskin and whale sharks, are among the largest animals in the ocean and can be more than 50 feet long. All sharks, however, have important things in common. Cartilage. Sharks are not mammals. They are a special kind of fish. They belong to a group of marine animals called chondrichthyes. Sharks don't have a skeleton made out of bone like most fish. Instead, they all have strong rubber-like skeletons made out of cartilage. Cartilage feels like bone, but it's not as hard. Because cartilage is more flexible, sharks can turn quickly in the water. Cartilage is also lighter than bone. This makes it easier for sharks to swim. Teeth. Sharks have a lot of teeth. Many have 5 rows of teeth at a time. It's a good thing they have so many teeth because they're always losing them. Adult sharks go through thousands of teeth in their lifetime. When one falls out, a back tooth moves forward to replace it. Sharks' teeth come in all sizes and shapes. Some are jagged and shaped like triangles. Others are narrow and sharp. Scientists can often tell what species a shark is by its teeth. Shark skin. Sharks have very rough skin that protect them from injury. It's covered in tiny ridges that are actually tiny teeth. A shark's skin can cause wounds if it brushes against a human or another fish. Swimming. Sharks are powerful swimmers. They usually swim about 1.5 to 3 miles an hour, but they can swim very fast when they need to. Most sharks swim by moving their tails or caudal fins from side to side. Sharks have 2 fins on their backs that are called dorsal fins. These 2 fins keep sharks from tipping from side to side. Sharks also have side fins called pectoral fins that help lift them up as they swim. Breathing. Sharks don't have lungs. Instead, they have 5 to 7 pairs of gills on either side of their heads. Gills are little openings that filter the oxygen out of the water into the shark's body. Then, the oxygen goes into the shark's bloodstream that allows sharks to breathe underwater without having to go to the surface. Some sharks swim with their mouths open. This pushes the water back towards the gills. Scientists used to think that most sharks needed to keep oxygen moving through the water to get enough oxygen to breathe, but more than 30 years ago, a discovery changed their mind. Cave of the Sleeping Sharks. In 1969, a fisherman swimming off the coast of Mexico came upon an amazing sight. An underwater cave of tiger sharks that were not moving. The sharks seemed to be resting, but their eyes were open. Tiger sharks can be dangerous, but the fisherman was able to get close enough to pet them. Scientists found the cave had fresh water mixed in with salt water. Fresh water has more oxygen in it than salt water. They think that the extra oxygen helped the sharks breathe without swimming and perhaps made them calm. Chapter 5. Sharks as Predators. Sharks are built to hunt. They move silently through the water searching for prey. Sharks feast on seals, sea lions, squids, sea turtles, octopus, other sharks, dolphins, shellfish, seabirds, and lots of fish. When they are ready for a meal, sharks rely on a special group of senses to find food. Hearing. Sharks have a very keen sense of hearing and can pick up sounds people cannot hear. They can hear prey moving over half a mile away. Much of their food comes from the fish that are weak and not swimming well. When the sharks hear these fish splashing or swimming unevenly, they swim toward the sound. Lateral line. Another sense sharks have is called a lateral line. This is a line of nerves that runs along each side of the shark's body up to its head. These nerves help sharks feel vibrations or movements. Sharks can feel vibrations from their prey 3 to 10 feet away. Sometimes the water is hard to see through. The lateral line helps sharks find their food in murky waters. Smell. Sharks have an excellent sense of smell. In fact, this may be their strongest sense. Once they catch a whiff of something interesting, they'll follow the scent until they find its source. Since sharks often prey on weak and wounded fish, they are attracted to the scent of blood. Sharks can sometimes smell a drop of blood from over 1,000 feet away. By eating weak or dying fish, sharks help keep the ocean clean. Vision. Sharks have great eyesight. They can see an object more than 50 feet away in clear water. Their eyes are on either side of their heads. This gives the shark a wide view. Sharks can see as well at night as in the day. Sharks that live in deep waters usually have larger eyes than sharks that live near the surface. Larger eyes help them see objects in the dark. When some sharks zero in for an attack, they close their eyes or roll them back to protect themselves from being hit in the eye by bones or sharp objects. Since they can't see, they must use a special sense around the nose to actually hit their target. This sense picks up tiny electrical currents that come from the movements of their prey. Even with their eyes closed, sharks can see. When sharks are ready to attack, their jaws unhinge and move forward. The teeth lock into place to give them a better grip on their food. Then they begin to feed. Sharks eat the strangest things. Most sharks are actually picky eaters. When they eat something other than marine animals, it's because they've made a mistake. Scientists think the mistake occurs when sharks close their eyes before an attack. Some amazing things have been found in their stomachs. Aluminum can, plastic bag, a shoe, clothes, coal, license plate, and just to name a few. And we'll be back to read chapter 6.